My name is Brandon Laing. I'm currently enrolled at two universities, one locally at the University of Stellenbosch in the Western Cape, and also at a Netherlands university, the VU in Amsterdam. So I started in a BSc in Applied Mathematics, and I transitioned in my final year of undergrad to straight mathematical science, or as it's more commonly known, just pure science maths. And then I stayed all the way through mathematics throughout up to where I am now. In the middle of my high school years, so grade 9, grade 10 in Johannesburg, I really didn't enjoy maths very much. And I happened to work with a very good mathematics tutor who was doing his master's at Wits at the time. And he really broadened my horizons about what you can do with mathematics. He himself went on to become an electrical engineer, and he showed me that a lot of these abstract ideas are actually quite grounded, and he developed a passion in me for really wanting to understand what things work and what things don't. But because of him, I decided to move away from what I was going to do and shift over to a maths degree. But after 2 years at Stellenbosch, they convinced me that I was in the right place doing just maths. So I think once I'd moved over to maths, I always thought I was going to do at least a master's. I wasn't sure about going further than that, but I had these ideas of maybe working in industry and some engineering fields or some financial fields, and I thought, well, I wanted to give myself as much of an advantage as I could. And the more I stayed in the subject and the more exposure I got, I decided, no, I actually want to go further. I want to develop the tools myself. I really want to become a name in the field. And the pursuit of the knowledge itself sort of overtook me going into industry. I finished my master's actually just a few weeks before lockdown happened. I was in this very strange position where I couldn't really study full-time in person. So my supervisor here at Stellenbosch suggested, well, why don't we look into alternatives? Maybe we can find some people overseas you could work with, or maybe do a joint venture. And one of my examiners for my master's happened to be a logician in Amsterdam, and she thought quite highly of what we'd done, and so she volunteered to arrange hosting me for 6 months that side. And so we went to the NRF and we pursued funding, and I was fortunate enough to get a bursary through the NRF, something called a NUFIC grant. So the main motivation for me, I think, was just the opportunity to work with more experts in a different field. Their area of expertise wasn't quite what I'd done at Masters, so it was an opportunity to learn about more of my subject from a different point of view. For me, I really think that the Masters was when I really started to click that I was learning something powerful. You know, we learn a lot of skills in an undergraduate course. You learn how to solve problems, you learn, basic mechanical things. But our industries are becoming so much more sophisticated now, living through the dawn of artificial intelligence becoming mainstream, and just how sophisticated computing is becoming to really feel like you're on an even playing field, and to have that competitive edge. You really want to get to the point where you yourself can, start to develop new tools. To develop a talent for creation is becoming more and more valuable. If you're someone who's looking to go into industry or to take research further, I think you will really start to find the skills you want are in the postgraduate level. Of course, I've been very fortunate. I have the opportunity to travel when I study. I've been to Europe, I've been to Asia, I've been to the Americas. And the experience and knowledge you gain from working with people all over the globe and the connections you build, I mean, that in itself is often its own reward. So as someone who works with high school kids, I can safely say, and I will continue to say, that a career in mathematics opens doors that you didn't know existed. There are so many fields now that require an understanding of mathematical thinking and of the idea of abstraction that mathematics can provide in a very accessible way. It equips you with a skill set you didn't actually know existed. We often talk about it being almost like magic. When something clicks in you and you start to look at the world from a different lens. And you need it in every technical field you're going to encounter. And if you can find a passion for it, as well as developing the skills you need for whatever career you want to pursue, then by all means, go that way. I know of people who have studied maths degrees and have gone into finance, have gone into engineering, have stayed in the sciences. It's not that they've become an accountant or a doctor. They don't have a title, so to speak, but they have a mindset, they have a way of thinking that is invaluable, that you can only really gain through a mathematical science.